Hey, what's going on out there, everybody? This is Sammy Leggett here representing TeamJVS, here to give you guys another series review. This is straight from Amazon Prime. I'm talking about Riches. This was created and directed by Abby Ajay. The background of this is the family of the Richards. Stephen Richards is a pioneer of his own company. I don't even want to kind of spoil what the company is because I think that is a very interesting play, because the company and what they produce is something that not necessarily is something that Black people are associated with using or consuming, but not necessarily looked at as taking ownership or the value, even though it's off of us. And with this company, like, he, in the beginning of the very first episode, he was kind of interviewed, and he's like, no, like, this is a well-established business. Like, we started from the ground up. It's with the family. My kids are involved with it. And, you know, basically, in so many words, nothing is going to tear us down. Off rip, I think this is a really great cast. Deborah, her character, Nina, she kind of has her own life. Her and her brother Simon are Stephen's older children that he had with another wife. And that in and of itself gets really muddy. But Nina has her own establishment. She's vice president of her own company. Simon is doing great in what he's doing. And they're just living their own lives. And then all of a sudden, tragedy strikes, and they're having to go and converse with another family that their father left him for. And so with that, you have the other family members, which you got Claudia, Gus, Wanda, Alicia, and all of them. So Claudia is, you know, his wife, the woman that he left their mother for. And they're the ones that have been basically reaping the benefits of this company this whole entire time that takes place in London. Now, because the tragedy happened and there's a will, the will has required for Nina and Simon to now be a part of the family, so to speak, without spoiling too much. That's where things get very interesting. It gets downright dirty, grimy, but at the same time, very essential. Because I think a big part of family is trying to learn how to progress, live through, survive. But how can we complement each other? How can we deal with our own trauma? What happens when the source of our trauma is also the source of our talent, or the things that we can really truly thrive in if we figure it out? And I think that at the layer of this is the cornerstone of this story. The character Gus is one of the characters I found very interesting. Ollie does a great job with it, because when you first see him, he's kind of really desperate and frantic. He's kind of just chilling, and all of a sudden, just fish out of water situation happens with the police officer, and he's kind of just left out of this. He's out of control. Like, he's trying to find a place of control because of the situation his dad's put him in, and also the situation that he's in. It's just like Nina in so many respects. Like, they're all in a place stuck, but they're trying to figure out how they can make it work. Whereas Nina, like, you know, when she's having to deal with this, she's trying to process it in her own way, but she's got very strong daddy issues, and that plays a toll on the way that she interacts with everyone, not just trying to fulfill this so-called destiny, but just her interactions with everybody, how she trusts, how she leads, what she does. And it makes for a very interesting story. But I think that what I love about that is she does have her brother and Simon, and what they do together and how they can work together. Then where you have with Claudia and her kids, Claudia on paper looks like a character that is an antagonist, but not necessarily, because the devotion is there to her kids and to the legacy she built. But at the same time, the measures that she does it and the relentlessness of the measures is what makes her kind of fall back into this very character you can't look at and be like, well, no, they're okay, they're justified. Like, no, it is a very gray area. And also, the way that Abby wrote the story, there's a lot of things you don't know. There's a lot of threads to this story that you're really not going to see coming until you're just letting the episodes progress. It is very addictive. After you go after the first episode, you're kind of like, oh, wow, what is going on here? What's going on here? And I think that they all play to it very well. I really enjoyed the ensemble. And not just that, Deborah in the show Them, I thought, man, that was where she caught my eye. She was masterful in that. Like, she did so well. And so when, I saw that she was in this, I was like, oh, this is going to be interesting. And sure enough, true to form, all the different actors intertwined very well. But I think at the core of it, I think every single family member really does care about where this company and where their livelihoods are going to go. Black excellence is vibrant throughout this story. It's just, when you have Black excellence, what does that mean? Where do you go? Where is the line that you cross that's not the right line? And then where's the line you need to cross to be able to make sure you do what you're supposed to do and do right by people around you? I think that throughout the mess of this, you're starting to see that they're having to work together, even in spite of the craziness. And I think I love that about the story. I'd rest this at an 8 out of 10 because it's so addictive. Like, it's not like something you could just like watch the first or 2 episodes and it's like, no, like, you got to see where things are going to go. I think some things and some aspects at times can be a little predictable. And then sometimes I was kind of like, I would like a little bit more breathing room with certain characters just to see them flesh out a little bit more. But who knows? We're going to see where this is going to go. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell button. Go and check out Riches. It comes out December the 2nd on Amazon Prime. Make sure you check out our reviews as well. Interviews. I say reviews. Peace, guys.